Well, hello there, friends. Another fantastic potato for Potato Monday. Potato latke. They're delicious. Those are flavored. All kind of stuff in there. I'm telling you, you guys are going to love it. Those are fantastic potato latke. I hope you make it. I'm so glad you're here because I'm going to show you my secrets. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to ring the bell. I'm going to go and eat them right now. Okay, friends, well, let me show you how to make those potato latke. I love them. You know, most of the time I get them in a restaurant and I find them bland. They're just potatoes. They don't put anything with it. We're going to flavor them. We're going to make them delicious. All right, first of all, we're going to put some onion, but I see a lot of people put the onion in there, and what they do, they squeeze the onion with the potato, get all that good juice out of it. Onion water is delicious. Have you ever tasted onion water? I'm telling you, use poached water, onion, you taste the water, it's like sugar water, it's delicious. So we're not going to get rid of it. What we're going to do, we're going to saute the onion gently. We're going to sweat them. You know, that's an expression in cooking, sweating the onion. That's what we're going to do. We're going to sweat them so they release their juices, but we're not going to caramelize them too much because with the caramelization is going to happen when we make the potatoes. All right, when we make the latke. I never know how to say it correctly. So I don't want long pieces of onion, so what I did is I cut the onion in half, and then I cut it in half again. So first half, obviously, pole to pole, right? And the other half is against the grain, because we want them short pieces. We don't want them long, okay? So go this way, and then we go this way. And we don't want them to be too big. And we're not going to put them in a fry pan like at 365 degrees where they're going to be I got to tell you this. Sometimes I do things I don't tell you. I don't want it to be like 365, like I put them in a fry pan and go, and they're going to stop running right away. I don't want to do that, okay? Because I want to kind of do it gently, like maybe 3 1/4 instead of 365. 300. Okay, so now look, when you cut the onion, you get to here, it's a little difficult, you know, it's going to fall away. So what you do, you let it fall, right? You know, and now you can do it again. And remember, when you cut an onion, always instead of going down, you go forward and down. Always use your microscopic teeth. All right, friends? So we're going to put them in a pan, and we're going to be gentle. Mamma mia, put them in a pan, Jean-Pierre. Yeah, I promise you I didn't drink anything yet. Put them in the pan, and we're going to gently sweat them. So when they get light brown, light, not dark brown like I normally love to make them, okay, we're going to cook them gently. The heat is not very hot, medium heat, medium to low, all right? And we're going to let them do the thing. We're going to add them, so instead of squeezing the water out of them, we're going to use that water. All right, friends? And that's going to make them a lot better. One thing that I can do right now is put a little salt in there, and the salt always helps extracting the water. That's what salt does, all right? So the potatoes, russet potatoes, Idaho potatoes. We want a potato with a lot of starch, and I'm going to show you how to save that starch, which is really important, okay? So all I'm going to do is I'm going to grate them. Oh, skin or no skin? Skin or no skin? Obviously, skin on for me, but you could take the skin off, friends. It doesn't matter. Just make sure you brush them really good, okay? You brush them really, really good, okay? When you do, I did it in the sink, and I use my brush, okay? I just put it out there so you see it, right? And then what I do is I grate it. Try to grate it where you have long strips. You see, look. Long strips. You see, they're long, and you'll make better a cake this way. Be careful though, okay? So because when you go down in the same direction, you can shred your fingers. You see, look, long pieces. All right. So I'm going to do this, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep them in the water. Let me saute the onion. You see, they're not going to be dark caramelization, right? And I'm going to put the potatoes in here, friends. The minute you cut them, you put them in water. You don't want them to oxidize. and turn all those ugly color. You put them in water like that, your water is going to look all dirty. Don't worry about it. It's just the starch of the potatoes. But we're not going to throw that starch away. This is not the purpose of it. The purpose of doing that is to make sure they don't oxidize. Because what's going to happen is when I'm done with this, I am going to gently remove them. I'll show you. I got this stool right there. This stool right there. I'm going to remove them, right? And I'm going to put them in a salad spinner, friends. I'm going to go in a salad spinner. I'm going to remove a lot of the water. And then if there's still water left, then I'm going to take them and I'm going to put them in I keep forgetting what it's called all the time, a cheesecloth. You don't have one of those? Don't worry. Do it in a bar towels. Do it in a towel, then you got it in the laundry room you don't use for nothing, and just squeeze the water out of it. You want them as dry as possible. So I'm going to do all this. When I come back, friends, my potato will be dry, and I'll make the mix with the egg and all the wonderful flavoring I'm going to put in it. All right? So I see you in a few minutes, friends. Okay, friends. Well, remember, you got to take all the water out. So, I found a new trick. You put it in the salad spinner if you got one of those. If you don't have one of those, Jack was recording it, the whole thing while I was doing it with the salad spinner and all that. And then you take them, I put them in a cheesecloth and I squeeze the water out of them and squeeze it and squeeze it and squeeze it. If you don't have one of them cheesecloths, get yourself a big bar towels. And then squeeze again, one person on one side and one person on the other side, and really, really squeeze it. So, right now we got a little color on them. They're right here. They're super dry. You see, look, super, super dry. They got a little colors from the skin. And people say, why do you keep it in the skin? The skin is delicious. Delicious potato skin. When you wash them really good. And a lot of people are telling me there's so much vitamin in the skin of the potato, so I don't remove it ever since they said that. Look, guys, I wanted to show you. That's what they wear, right? And the water looks like it's dirty, but it's not dirty. It's just the color. It's a pigment from the skin. I just wanted to show you that I remove all this, right? The water I don't need, that's for sure. We don't need the water. But look in the bottom. Besides a few potatoes that I have there, I got all that starch. You see right there, friends? You see, and that starch we don't want to waste that starch. That starch is a natural starch from the potatoes, and we're going to use that. That's going to help us keep the whole thing together. All right. So, look, guys, I got the. I'm gonna mix it. Oh, and look at the onion. Look at the onion. Look how beautiful they are. I'm telling you, they are delicious. I'm gonna put delicious onion in instead of raw onion and don't taste like nothing. Those are delicious. Huh? I'm telling you. You're going to put something in there. It better taste good, right? It's delicious. So, I take the fork for something and then I forgot. I forget things. Look, guys. I break the egg. Break the egg. 2 eggs. 2 potatoes, 2 eggs. Make 3 potatoes, 3 eggs. Scientific. My recipes are very, very scientific. Put a little garlic in there. When am I going to get my tools correctly? I'm going back and forth. Mamma mia. A good tablespoon of garlic. For 2 of them, a good tablespoon. Put whatever you want. You want to put more garlic? Put more garlic. You want to put less garlic? Put less garlic. Your potatoes. A little ginger. I'm going to give it flavor. Like I say, most of the time I get them in a restaurant, I like to eat them, but they're bland. Those are not going to be bland. I'm going to put some fresh ginger in there. And I'm using the microplane grater. And when you do this with the microplane grater, this is not the regular microplane grater you do the citrus whisk, where you do the other way around. You put the tool on top. You could do it this way, but it's not as practical. This for the chocolate, for the cheese, and for ginger, and some people do the garlic. You do it, put it on top, because it's shredded, see? It's different. Just want to make sure now, because I got the microplane police out there. I got a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. That's going to put some air in it. It's going to get them a little more fluffy. We're going to put some salt and pepper. Measure that carefully. Black pepper. All right. Or you can put white pepper. A little bit of fresh dill, about a tablespoon of fresh dill. Again, you don't have to put that, but you already can put yourself in there and go, you know what? This is going to taste good. This is going to taste good, right? Because it's got rice in it. It's not just potatoes. And then we put the potatoes on top. I mean, nothing to it. Nothing to it. You know what I'm going to do? Friends, I'm going to put some gloves on it so I can mix them. And it's not that I'm afraid to touch the potatoes because I cook for family here every day, friends. So it's not nothing to do with that. It's just easier to clean my hands. It's easier to clean my hand when I put the gloves on. Check it out. The oil. I'm just gonna wait a minute because the oil I can smell it. Yeah. The gloves makes it easy to clean my hand, that's all. I hate when my doctor does that. So I'll mix it all up. So I got salt, I got pepper, I got all the seasoning in there, friends. And now I'm gonna put some matzo meal. Matzo meal, if you don't, I like it with the matzo meal. I think it really gives it a really good flavor. It's 100% natural, the matzo meal. If you have never used it, it's a wonderful product to use. You use panko. Panko to be just fine. And then we're gonna add the onion. We're gonna add the matzo meal. We're gonna add all this. I should have done that before, but what are you gonna do? I forget everything. Thank goodness Jack is here to keep me straight, folks. I was gonna forget the onion. And I'm making a Grand Marnier soufflé the other day, and I forgot the Grand Marnier. Put a little bit of matzo meal. Did I forget anything else, Jack? I'm good, right? I'll tell you. All right, friends. We're looking good, you see. Now, with the hands, it's a lot easier. I mean, really. You stay over here. What are you doing over there? It's really a lot easier, friends. You see, and you'll see the matzo meal is a wonderful product for this. It really, really is a nice product. And it holds them together nice. Now the oil, you use a vegetable oil. You got to use a high smoke oil, friends, because otherwise it doesn't work. Avocado oil is a nice high smoke point oil. A safflower oil. Use whatever oil you want, friends. It's really up to you. Grapeseed oil, there's no flavor. It's a wonderful oil. I like to use grapeseed oil. So use whatever oil makes you happy. What we're going to do, friends, we're going to take it. We're going to make little balls like this, right? And then we don't want to make them too big, right? Just a little pancake like that. Maybe not so big. We want to make sure they're together nice, right? Kind of like a meatball thing. I'm just going to make a couple, friends, because I don't want to make that whole thing. You see, repeat. I'm going to make 3. How's that? All right, I'll show you this. It's very simple. And I promise you, those are going to be very delicious. And then at the end, we're going to put a little more kosher salt on it. We're going to put them on there. All right, I'm going to take my gloves off. Take my gloves off. Be careful. Take my gloves off. Now we're really going to get some cooking. There you go. I'm going to go back to my first burner right there. Check the oil temperature. I want it to be... don't be afraid to put a lot of oil. If you do it correctly at the right temperature, they're not going to get greasy. I promise you, friends. We're going to take a spatula so we can bang them a little bit. And this is going to be a much bigger one. I don't want them to be too big because I don't want them to cook. You see? By the time they are golden brown, that's not good. All right, what temperature do I have? I can smell it, so it's almost there. I don't want it to be too hot, but I certainly don't want it to be cold. I want it to be at least 325. Nobody can smell it, friends. For those of you that don't have a digital thermometer, this one is bigger. This one you watch. When we finish, Jack is going to get that one. Let me wash my hand real quick. I have a couple of seconds. You don't want to go to a cold oil either, friends. And you don't want it to be hotter than, for those of you that haven't had an opportunity to get one of those thermometers there, right there, friend, $20. It's a great tool, let me tell you. You really know, I see people put water in there, put this in there, put this in there. Put some water. When the water bubbles up, it's the right temperature. I don't know, I'm gonna put water in there. I don't think so. Not a good idea. All right, here we go, friends. We go, like I said, I'm just gonna do a couple of them. So then you'll see it. And we're gonna get him beautiful. See, that makes it easy if I kind of prepare them a little bit in advance. We're going to put this aside, and we're going to make them. No, they're not going to take very long to cook, friends. They're going to take no time at all to cook. Let me clean up my my counter while they're doing this. Keep an eye on the temperature. We don't want our temperature to get too hot either. So it's very important. You don't want it to be exceeding 365. You keep an eye on your burner. Because if you get to 400, 450 degrees, I don't care what oil you got, that's going to burn. So keep your burner. I'm always adjusting. Adjust it to the right temperature, friends. All right? And then when they're beautiful golden brown, then we're going to flip them. We're going to cook it on the side. This is the easiest potato dish to do. It's not the easiest potato dish to do because you got to do the squeezing of the water and all that stuff. But it's not really complicated. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. We really want them to be beautiful golden brown. Huh? We're getting there. We're getting there. I mean, you brown them as much as you want to brown them. It's your potatoes. Those are going to be delicious, I promise you. Now, what do we got? What do we got? Come over here. Okay, here we go. We're looking good. Look, we're looking good, right? What do you think? Oh, yeah, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, maybe just a little bit more, not much more. Some people like to make it too brown. I don't like it too brown. This is beautiful, just like that. Brown like that on the other side, and then you know what I do? I put them on a tray like that. That's the tray I do my dry brine of my steaks and all that. It's very important to have in the kitchen, one of those things. Or you can put on paper towels if you think. But if you do it the right temperature, you see, look, those I just took it out of the oil. They hardly have any oil in it. When you do it the right temperature, that's the secret, is maintain that temperature, friends. Maintain that temperature. See, I'm still at 375. That's fantastic. That's perfect. You maintain the temperature with your burner. You move it around. Sometimes when I have a different stove, I move from one burner to the next. I got one on high, one on low, and then I'm good. But I'm a little anal. You don't have to do it that way. What do we got here? Oh, we're getting there. They're pretty. They're pretty. You know, I like it to make it pretty. I don't like it when they don't look good. I know they're going to taste just as good, right? Somebody says, it doesn't matter what it looks like. I think you eat with the eye first, don't you think? You eat with the eye. If you go to a restaurant and you got a dish, it's really pretty, it looks good, your mind says, oh, that's going to be good, right? And if you have a dish, you come in, the spaghetti all over the place, outside of it, it looks terrible, you're going to say, I don't know, right? I know it's not in the test, but I'm telling you, it's a subliminal deal. Okay, here we go. We're good, friends. We're good. Now, if you want to make them bowl brown, that's yours. That's your potatoes. Let me turn this off. It's your potato. You make them however you want them. I like them just like that. I'll show you how I like to make them. I'm going to make a plate. I'll show you how I like to make them. I like to take I like a smoked salmon. Eh? You don't have to put a smoked salmon. You don't like a smoked salmon. Some people put applesauce. Sour cream and applesauce. God bless them. Make it however you want it. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't really like it with the applesauce. You like it with the applesauce? A lot of people said, hey, it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be. In my house, what's supposed to be is what I want. I don't know about you, right? You know, oh, don't do it this way. That's not the way I like it. So look, we're going to get this one right there. It looks beautiful. Okay, and all I do is nothing fancy. I take a piece of smoked salmon, and I roll it. Right there. I got like a little flower-looking thing. Flower-looking thing. I'm telling you, friends. There you go. Look, put a little ice cream scoop. Everybody got one of those. Put your little flower-looking thing here like this. Take some fresh chives if you want it, or dill, because you got dill in there too. That'd be kind of cool. Right there. Boom, boom, boom. Little onion flavor. And my friends, I'm going to eat it. That's the best part of my job is when I get to test food. All right, and then you can just grab it and eat it like that, right? It's up to you. You know what? I like it just like this. A little salmon. Real hot. Why don't I put more in my mouth so I can really speak? I was going to eat the whole thing. My friends, I hope you make it. They're delicious. They got all that flavor in there. You can taste the ginger, the garlic in the background. It's really, really delicious. I love making them. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, thumbs up if you like the video, and don't forget to subscribe. You know, we read a thing the other day on YouTube that only 23% of the people who watch subscribe. Friend, subscribe. We need the subscription. Thanks for watching. Remember, thumbs up. Thank you. Wow, that was great. I was going to eat the whole thing. I think I'm going to eat the whole thing because they are delicious. They are really, really, really delicious. Crispy. Crispy on the outside. Soft on the inside. Oh, they're hot though, man. I threw it away.